So let's talk about the Packers. What do they do well? What, from what you've seen, what do the Niners need to be aware of with the Packers?
Well, the first thing is let's talk about their defense first, because this is the part where we have to come out a lot faster. We really need a game-opening drive that ends in a score, and I'm talking about 6. We really need to set the tone early in this game and keep that defense on their field. Just like with any good quarterback, it's better to see them on the sideline than the field. It sounds like simple logic, but there's something to be said. Aaron Rodgers is going to most likely be Aaron Rodgers. He's going to get his passes. He's got Devontae Adams. There's your number one threat, is Devontae Adams. As far as the weapons that Aaron Rodgers has to choose from, the guy has great hands. A lot of people feel he's the best wide receiver in the NFL. And of course, we have some secondary issues perhaps, but you're looking at Devontae Adams. He's going to get lined up on Lenoir, and that's going to be the man that's going to decide how we can take that away. The other way to play that would be heavy zone defense. We'll go over that later. But that's the biggest thing with the Packers defense. It's going to be, will they focus on Deebo Samuel? Someone else besides Deebo Samuel is going to have to take the lid off the defense. I think that person has to be Kittle or Ayuk. We have to get some plays that are deeper routes that are drawn up for these guys. Let Kittle handle the things underneath. But as far as like Ayuk, we need to drop some, and maybe even short field, but we need to drop some deeper passes. And we need to be wary of Stokes. He's the best defender, I think, on that side of the ball right now. He played a good game against Detroit. He's a good cornerback. I like what I see in him. He's a press corner. I don't think that's
okay.
I don't.
They also got Kevin King, who's not as good, but he went to my high school. A lot younger than me. I don't
seriously?
know him. Yeah, he went to Bishop O'Dowd in Oakland. He's from out here. So
awesome.
The Niners always destroy Kevin King too. He's the one that they get. But anyway, Stokes, you're saying you like him? Okay, all right. No, real quick, Jair Alexander though, that guy's great. The cornerback for the Packers, and it seems that what they should do is put him on Deebo at all times and see where they can go from there. I mean.
Yeah, I know Jair Alexander is historically perhaps better, but in the Detroit game, Stokes was a shutdown, lockdown corner. He had a good game.
Okay, all right.
Except for the opening quarter. That was the only when I think it was it Hawkinson that got him.
Well, yeah, and also Stokes is a rookie. I like Stokes a lot coming out. Debo's
they won't trust him. That's the thing. They may not trust him, but as far as the Detroit game, I think he had the best game. I really do.
Okay, so look, I think here's the thing. What the Niners need to be aware of with the Packers, I think the Packers have good corners.
I don't like the linebacking core, though. I don't.
No, never. So they're weak against the run. They have no pass rush. Their front seven is soft, but they can do a good job against Deebo in this game. And as you say, they're going to need to get someone else involved. And how? Like you said, they need to get the ball down the field. Okay, I think that's a Jimmy problem, not an Ayuk problem. And so
absolutely. To be honest with you, though, I think that's Kyle Shanahan. He's still the coach. He needs to tell Garoppolo, this is the play. Plain and simple. Throw the damn ball.
Here's what I would do, and tell me if you would do it differently. I'm going to call a shot for Jimmy to Sherfield or Ayuk or whoever, Kittle. And you're going to tell him it's going to be in the script. This is going to be part of our first 15 plays. It's not going to be our first drive, but maybe it's going to be our ninth play. And we're going to practice it all week. And you're going to throw it on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. And if you get the right look and you don't throw it in the game, next drive I'm bringing in Trey Lance to throw it. And if you throw it and you miss it, next drive I'm bringing in Trey Lance to throw it because we need to go over the top to beat this team. We can't win this game scoring 17 points. So, Jimmy, you got the first crack at it for sure. But don't get mad at me if I bring in Lance to throw it if you miss it or you don't pull the trigger. I think that's fair. Just saying.
It is. I definitely think that it's one of those things where I hope that this did. Okay, so if he has to say that to Garoppolo, that means he has not already established that he's the leader of his team, Shanahan. He should not have to threaten him. All he should have to do as the leader is tell him. And if he's not able to do that, there's an environmental problem here as far as the respect that Garoppolo has for what he's told to do.
Fine, don't tell him, but call the shot for Jimmy.
Right.
And if he doesn't take it, then bring in Trey.
Exactly. Exactly. No,
yeah.
we absolutely have to because I just there's so much infection that Kyle Shanahan can do to their D-line and to their linebacker course. He's gonna get some one-on-one matchups deep. And I will have to say this. I always trust Kittle and I always trust Deebo. and I'm starting to trust Sherfield on anything deep. So I really feel that if you get some one-on-one matchups, I'd rather see him throw an interception downfield than have him do something boneheaded over the middle.
Yeah.
Let's flip the field and flip the scripts. Absolutely. We have to do this. And the thing is, here's the thing. Remember we talked about how Shanahan thinks several games, several moves, several teams ahead. I think that this is a game where the defense is bleeding compared to the Eagles. I think the Eagles defense presented us more of a problem because of the run game establishment. The Packers are soft against the run. Let's not forget, we set a postseason record against them with Mostert. We don't have Mostert. We still have a pretty good linebacking room, a running back room. There's a lot of opportunities to blow this defense away. And we have to keep the next teams that play us honest, because what you're saying is the enemy scout report on what Jimmy Garoppolo cannot do. So this is the game where they have to reestablish that they do have a downfield passing game, and George Kittle has to get more passes than passes that stop him dead in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That has to stop. Right. Because did you notice he broke almost no tackles? I've never seen George Kittle get tackled one-on-one so many times in one game. And it's because he was brought to a dead stop. And right around the line of scrimmage. What a misuse of George Kittle.
Yeah.
He was a check down.
Yeah, he was. I don't understand what's going on here. It seems to me like, well, what I like to do is half the time I'm quality control where I'm in the Niners corner. But then during the week, I like to be defensive coordinator for the other team.
Of course.
To figure out how to go against Kyle Shanahan and Jimmy Garoppolo, because that's
Believe me, they know what you're saying. They know what you're saying. They already know. They have a pattern chart. You keep mentioning this because you've seen them and you know how they work. But for those of you who have not seen it, there's a chart, and it's almost like the pitching chart that you see in baseball. There's a spread pattern of green and orange and yellow and red as to where the ball goes.
Chart in basketball, yeah, same thing.
Exactly, and it talks about velocity, completion percentage, to whom it is passed to, and they know. So that's
there's more data. More data is coming in there in week 3.
This is a smart league nowadays. It's not just instinct. It's matchups nowadays.
And so what I would do if I was the Packers defensive coordinator, whoever that guy is I would do a lot of cover 1. I wouldn't do zone. I don't want to give these wide receivers a free release. I want to put my best cornerback on Deebo Samuel and try to take him out of the game that way. And then after that, I want to have a free safety in the middle of the field and a robber defender in that 10 to 15 yard range to take away that throw over the middle. I don't want it to be a linebacker because play action will bring him out of that area. I want it to be a safety. And once I get those 2 areas of the field squared away, I'm not worried about one-on-one coverage on the outside because Jimmy's not going to test it. It's all I'm going to do a lot of that, and I think I'm going to do pretty well. And I think the Eagles are doing like cover 2. It's like, okay, that's maybe what you guys want to do, but against the 49ers, you should just close the middle of the field, play 8 in the box, and dare him to because really, if you play cover 1 and cover 3, what he should be doing is throwing the outs, the comebacks, the curls on the outside. And he won't. He won't do it, Sybilla. He won't even pull the trigger because he knows he doesn't have enough on it, and he knows they're going to be pick sixes. So I'm telling you, Packers, owe me a nickel, Green Bay.
Yeah. To back up your points, Ayuk did those comeback routes that you were talking about, and he wouldn't hit him.
Nope. And he was open.
And Mark Schlereth, as you know, is one of my favorite analysts, and he actually called that game. It was pretty cool. He made some very good points about that exactly. He pointed out that there were some missed opportunities. Sanu ran that route, and he threw the ball at him, and it was like on 3rd and 6 or 3rd and 9, something like that in the first quarter. And he just first half, I should say, and he just threw the ball right over his head. So
that was like a 10-yard out. That wasn't even a long throw.
I know. But see, Ayuk was getting open like 15 yards down the field.
Yeah. If
19 yards down the field.
Come back like at 17 yards, Jimmy's going to be like, nope. That's what he's going to do. And so that's why, I mean, you can force those throws. If you play cover 1, you pretty much take away and put your best corner on Deebo Samuel. I think you take away that dig over the middle. I mean, throw it if you want, but that's a pick waiting to happen. I got 2 guys waiting for you right there. And if you close the middle of the field with the free safety, how are you going to get the ball to George Kittle deep? It really, really calls for you to go to Ayuk on the outside. And I mean, Matt Ryan can make him pay. Tom Brady can make him pay. Aaron Rodgers can make him pay. Jimmy isn't in the mood right now. Trey Lance will be more than willing to throw the ball across the field outside the numbers. But Jimmy wants to throw over the field. He wants to stand flat-footed and just don't let him do it. I know I'm sounding like I'm rooting
He
against
does not have a
49ers.
sixth year, is what you are saying.
No. So that's why I think the Niners are going to have to get – look, if he can't make the throws to Ayuk, the Niners have someone else who do.